hello and welcome. My name is Jennifer. I'm here from Make It Sweet, and I want to show you about making the #1 Christmas candy. So this is peppermint bark. It has white chocolate with it, and then peppermint pieces that come in red and green. And so I want to show you how we have all the ingredients and then how easy this is to make. All right. So we have it in kits already made up where it makes 1 pound. So it has the white chocolate pieces and then the red and green peppermint crunch. We also sell the ingredients in larger quantities. So if you wanted to make a whole bunch of this, don't buy the kit, buy the larger quantities, and you would be able to make a whole bunch of it and give it as gifts, which that is such a nice gift for someone who, you just are wanting to show that you're thinking of them, kind of thing. There are a few things that you need from home to be able to do this. The kit includes the white spatula for mixing up and mixing in the red and green peppermint crunch, but you're going to need a bowl to melt your chocolate in. You're going to need a sheet pan to put everything out onto, and I like to use a rubber or a silicone spatula for being able to scrape out my bowl so that I have everything out and it all goes into the pan. All right, so melting this. This is a coating chocolate that we're using. This is made by Guittard. It is called Appeals, and it is a really, really good quality coating chocolate. I love this one, and it melts very easily, and it melts to a very, very nice thin consistency. So I'm just gonna open this up. I'm gonna pour this into my bowl. If you're using a glass bowl when you're melting it, just be careful with your microwave. We're only going to put this in for 30 seconds at a time, and then take it out and stir it, and then 30 seconds, and then take it out and stir it. It's going to be until it's halfway melted, and then once it's halfway melted, I want you to switch just to 15 seconds at a time, and then just until it's all the way melted. Don't keep going once it's all the way melted. You don't want to heat it anymore. And you want to be careful and make sure that you always do it in those small time increments, because that way you won't scorch the chocolate, or you won't take it too far where it's too warm and too hot, because that can kind of cause your chocolate to seize up, to clump. All right, I'm going to stick this one into the microwave and then meet you back here in just 1 second with melted chocolate. All right, so my chocolate is melted. So look at this. So look how nice and thinly this melts. And that's because this is a really good quality coating chocolate. So this is the Guittard Appeals, like what I talked about. What you want to look for is like a good name brand of chocolate. So Guittard, Ghirardelli, like even Hershey's, Nestle's. You don't want to look for just like some of the store ones where it's called ambrosia or almond bark. Ones like that are just not going to melt the same. They're not going to taste the same. So I have my chocolate melted. I'm going to add most of my red and green pieces. And these are like the crunchy, not quite pepperminty pieces. These are sometimes used for ice cream inclusions. I know there was at least 1 year where I saw them used in Bluebell. I don't know whether that is something that they continue to do or not. But look, I've just mixed them in, and now we're going to pour this onto our sheet pan. And notice I haven't done anything. So it's not sprayed, nothing done to the sheet pan. So just use your spatula, scrape all of this. There we go. Get all of it. You're going to want all of this candy once you make it. So this is such a common candy. Really, really popular. And the nice thing about candy is that it lasts for so long. So you don't have to worry about, like, say, making this the day before you're going to give it to someone. You can make this well in advance. I'm just using an offset spatula and just spreading it. I want it to be about 1/8 of an inch thick, so I want it to be quite thin. That's just going to make it easier when you're eating this. You want the white chocolate and the crunchy pieces about the same thickness. All right, just about there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pan and I'm going to tap it a little bit onto my table here. And then I'm going to take some peppermint, just because it makes it really pretty, to be able to see a little bit of it on top, not just inside. So a little sprinkle on top. So I just saved just a little tiny bit of it. Sprinkle it on, give it another tap. All right, I'm gonna pop this in the fridge for about 10 minutes, just till it's nice and solid. But meet me back here in a second and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, magic of video, we're back. And look, it has been 10 minutes in the fridge and it's solid. It comes right away from the pan. And so all you then have to do is break it up into pieces. And I like nice thin pieces like this because it eats so easily. So I like to have those thin pieces and it's then just perfect. So if you wanted to fancy this up, you could do a layer of dark chocolate and then the layer of white chocolate and then the sprinkle of peppermint on there, and you could make the kind of classic gourmet peppermint bark. I actually like the just white chocolate one the best, where you really get that creaminess of the white chocolate, because this guitar white chocolate appeals that we use, it's just so delicious, and then the peppermint pieces. So thank you so much for joining us for this. The best way to store this is just room temperature, and it's going to store for about a month. So just keep it in a zip top bag and keep it away from heat, and it'll be just perfect. Thanks for joining us for our peppermint bark class, and we'll hope to see you on other YouTube videos or in our online classroom, makeitsweetonlineclassroom.com. Come check us out.